Hi everyone. So today we are going to talk about marketing management. What exactly do we mean by marketing management? And since Philip Kotler was father of marketing management, how did he define marketing management as? And then we are going to talk about the features in process of marketing management. And next topic would be about the marketing management philosophies. And in detail, the philosophies will be discussed in the next video. Now, marketing management. Marketing management means management of marketing function. That means we are trying to talk about how we manage the function of marketing. It means it refers to planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. We're not talking staffing. We're not talking about staffing out here. Why? Because that is a job of human resource. Control of the activities which facilitate exchange of goods and services between producers and consumers or users of product and services. Why I'm laying emphasis out here on planning, organizing? Because we plan, we organize, we direct, we control. And what are we aiming at? We're talking about exchange of goods and services between producers and consumers. Of course, of product and services. That's what marketing is all about. Next, the focus of marketing management is on achieving desired exchange outcomes with target markets. Now, you'd say, ma'am, what is target market? Target market, let's take an example. You want to manufacture, or you are into manufacturing toys. What will be your target market? Of course, your target market will be children, right? So when you're manufacturing toys for children, target market has to be that, and you're going to advertise in such a manner. Probably you'll advertise on television just before the particular kind of cartoon begins, so that the children watch that particular kind of toy and ask their parents to buy for them. So there the target market is children, not the parents. Parents would not like immediately see the product and buy the product whichever you advertise. So the children is the children, the group of children is the target market for you. So focus of marketing management is on achieving desired exchange outcomes with target market. So what exactly do you want to achieve as your marketing result outcomes? And according to Philip Kotler, marketing management, basically he talks about marketing management as art and science. So he says as the art and science of choosing target market. So you choose ultimately what? You choose target markets, and you get customers, you keep them, you retain the old customers and growing customers, and you add on the customers. So you help in growing the customers through creating, delivering and communicating superior customer values of management. How superior customer value of management? A customer would not buy anything which is not of value to him. If he finds a product is costlier than what he anticipated it as, he would not buy whatever, how so important the product is. We already know that essential commodities get the kind of privilege from the government. But when we talk about the non-essential goods, or when we talk about the luxury goods, or the goods which we use generally, for that, customer sees the value and then only buys it. If not, just take a little risk. Tell your mom that you want to buy a Ed Hardy t-shirt. You take her to the Ed Hardy showroom. The moment she'll see Ed Hardy t-shirt, she'll say, how much is it for? You'll say it is for 8,000. She'll touch the cloth material and say, hey, this is so thin. I'm not buying you this. This is not value for money. And she'll leave it and walk off from that showroom. Why? Because that customer realizes that this is not the value for money. So let's come to the process of management marketing. What does it involve? It involves choosing a target market. Of course, the focus of the process of management is on getting, keeping as well as growing the customer. And the mechanism which you use for achieving the objective is through creating, developing and communicating superior values for the customer. So you have to create that kind of superior values so that customer buy that particular kind of product. Next we talk about is marketing management philosophies. That's the next topic which we need to do after marketing management. Of course, when we talk about marketing management, the job of marketer is to focus on achieving the objectives of marketing. His job is to take into mind the irregular demand or the overfull demand. He has to keep all these things in mind and focus on the target market and satisfy customer need. Now, after doing this, let's talk about marketing philosophies. Why do we talk about marketing philosophy? Because the job of marketer is to concentrate or think how to achieve the marketing objectives. And for that purpose, he needs to understand various concepts. So, marketing management philosophy, the real meaning is, philosophy means thinking that should guide the marketing efforts of an organization. Here we're talking about the marketing management philosophy. So here philosophy means, I should write out here Philosophy means thinking that should guide the marketing efforts of an organization. And why is understanding of marketing management or marketing management philosophy is essential? This was a board question in 2019, 1 mark question. It had come along with the identification of concept. So why is it essential? See, an understanding of the philosophy of the concept to be adopted is important as determines the emphasis or the weightage to be put on different factors. There are different factors governing marketing management. Philosophies tell you where to give more weightage. I'll tell you how. In achieving the organizational objectives. How this weightage is given? See, when you talk about the concept of marketing or philosophies of marketing, I also call it as evolution of marketing management philosophies. So this is an evolution how marketing evolved. It did not start immediately with marketing. It started with what? Production concept. See, initially we had scarcity of goods, and scarcity of goods was so much so evident that when industrial revolution happened and the factory system started, there was just one thing which was concentrated on, and the concentration was on producing on large scale and eradicating the what? Scarcity. So making the goods available to the customer and affordable to the customer. Mass scale production was happening. Scientific management was the same with the same idea, that is maximizing the production with least cost of production. Same criteria, production concept. With the passage of time, production concept took a back seat. Why? Because goods were available in the market, but that did not ensure survival of the firm, because customers started getting smarter. So they wanted the product with different feature, quality, and improvement in quality. So the product concept came into existence. Then the product concept took a backseat. Why? Initially, there was no supply, a lot of demand was there. Next, demand and supply. So people were demanding, supply was more than required. People took a backseat, customers took a backseat. They were not ready to buy. So, selling concept came into existence. Aggressive, धुएंधार धक्केदार selling, aggressive marketing techniques were used. Promotional activities were taken. Advertisements were launched, and jingles were made so lucrative that people would see the product and buy the product. Then there was buy one get one free. Incentives were offered. Door to door selling happened. People were lured, coaxed, attracted toward the product. Products were made necessity for life. If you're not aware, the De Beers Diamond Company, how they made it an essential for every woman to wear. They just bracketed the people, the men folk, and they just gave advertisement that whosoever loves his wife would give a diamond as an engagement ring. And then they bracketed the diamond as per the salary. And they said, you love your wife more or you love your 1 month salary more. And rest is a history. De Beers is like known, and women die for diamonds. We also know it. See the selling concept, how they create a kind of need for a product in the minds of the people. Selling concept, धुएंधार धक्केदार selling. Then marketing concept. Selling concept took a backseat. बहुत हो गया बेचना. Too much of selling happened. Too much of aggressive selling happened. Now the marketeer, the seller, changed his technique. He said, customer, what do you need? What do you want? We are going to manufacture that, whatever you need, whatever you want, and we are going to satisfy your particular demand in a better manner than the competitor, and we'll do this for your benefit. So whatever is the criteria of other people, we do not know. Customer satisfaction is our criteria, and that's how every seller started coming into the market, and marketing concept took place. Once marketing concept was over with, next came what? They said concentrating on the needs of the people, concentrating on the wants of the people, satisfying customer is not enough. Why are you not talking about the society? Why are you not talking about the ethical concerns? And moral values, who's going to take care of it? So along with marketing, you have to take care of the society too. And that's where societal concept came into mind. So now as a seller, which concept are you going to take into consideration to launch your product in the market? Are you going to concentrate on production concept, mass scale? Okay, maybe. Are you going to talk about the product concept? Of course, a little that also. Are you going to talk about selling concept? Of course. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. I've told you n number of times. So दिखाना पड़ेगा और बेचना पड़ेगा. Selling concept. Are you going to manufacture as per the need of the customer? Of course. He is the one who's supposed to buy. नीड कितनी भी क्रिएट कर दो पर खरीदना तो उसने है ना. तो कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अभी तुम सोसाइटी के बारे में सोचना बंद कर दोगे, एथिकल मॉरल वैल्यूज नहीं दिखाओगे, सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एडियर नहीं करोगे, तो कौन तुम्हारी तरफ देखेगा? सो यू हैव टू कंसिडर सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग कंसेप्ट ऑल्सो. We'll just do the details of all the 5 concepts soon. All right, we just talked about the marketing management philosophies. I told you philosophies, concept as well as evolution of marketing came from the marketing management philosophies. We started with the first concept, production, second was product, third selling, fourth marketing, and fifth societal marketing concept. And this particular board has been created as a differentiation between all the concepts so that there's a clarity what we are talking about. So when we started talking about production concept, like I told you, there was scarcity of product. Industrial revolution had happened, just recently happened, and then there was factory system which was coming up. With that concept into the mind, the people started producing the goods on large scale because there was scarcity of product, and that mass scale production led to reducing the cost of production. So at that time, the criteria with production concept was just making the products availability and affordability. Why? Products were scarce. We wanted people to buy those products, and they should be such that people should be able to buy them easily. So availability and affordability was the criteria kept in mind while production concept was being talked of. Now, where did the production concept start? It started from the factory where production actually happened. So we'll just go through it. Production concept, it started in the factory. The focus was on quantity of product, mass scale production. Means was availability and affordability of the product. Ends were that we wanted to increase the profit volume through maximizing production. So profit through volume of production. And why did product concept came into existence? Because production concept had some limitation. So mere availability and low price of the product could not ensure increased sales, survival and growth of the firm. So a new concept came into existence because customer had become smarter. They wanted what? Improvement in the quality. They were not concentrating on quantity. They wanted extra feature. They wanted something different prices, just different variety. And that's where we started talking about the product concept. Again, the product concept also starts from the factory, of course, because we're manufacturing the product out there. Now, here the focus was on quality of performance. I'll write it out here. Quality of performance, features of product. So we are talking about how qualitative products are and what different features could we produce or manufacture. Then the means were product improvement. Every time a particular thing was being added. I'll just give an example. I think 1918, the first refrigerator was started, and the Kelvinator was a company which started with the refrigerator. And then in 1958, Godrej in India took up the reins with the refrigerator. I remember the very first time when we got a refrigerator, that was way back in somewhere 1980s. So 1918 to 58 to 80s. Of course, my father purchased a refrigerator. But initially when the refrigerator was there, it was complete one refrigerator. There were no, we did not have partition as the deep freezer or the other. One single refrigerator was there. Then partition came, and then the partitions started with the quick freezing ice, and then it started to different columns for bottles and jams and bread and whatnot. And ultimately today we have double door refrigerators and 5-star refrigerators which save electricity for us, refrigerators which work on inverters also. So see how customer kept on demanding and how manufacturers have been manufacturing things since 1918 to till date 2021. And every day a new variety comes into existence. So what product improvement is a continuous process, and that improvement happened at that time also because people were not satisfied with the production part of it. Profit actually happened through product quality, and the product quality, again, this also has a limitation. We kept on talking, concentrating on initially on production of the product. Then we said no scarcity, no scarcity. Then we started talking about nothing else but product quality, product quality. So here there was no supply, there was demand. Here we tried to match demand and supply. Demand was less, but supply became excessive. So the product quality and availability did not ensure the survival and growth of the firm. Okay, so this also posed a limitation. And with every limitation comes a new concept. And then we started talking about selling concept. Selling concept said we have to bend the customer as per us. Do not have to bend ourselves as per the need of the customer. We have to bend the customer as per our requirement. And that's where selling concept came into existence. This also started in factory because products were being manufactured there. They talked about existing product and how to sell it. Like I always give this tagline, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, जो दिख रहा था वो बिक नहीं रहा था तो उसको कैसे बेचना है. This is what came into existence, and that's where selling and promoting activities started. We started advertising, we started sales promotion, giving offers, buy one get one free, buy one get one free, buy two get three free, or something like that. Whatever they wanted to, scratch a coupon, and contests started happening. So that's how selling and promoting. I remember I was a kid when Gold Spot had initiated the selling concept, how they created the drinking of Gold Spot in children. You know, the crown of the Gold Spot. Gold Spot was something like bottled Coca-Cola. So you have Coca-Cola, the orange drink was called Gold Spot. Now that Gold Spot in that bottle had a crown. We collected the crowns, and in every crown there was a character of Jungle Book, Mowgli, and all the other characters, Sher Khan and everything. And once you complete those characters, a kind of a picturized cardboard was given, and on those we used to paste those pictures collecting from the crowns. And once that used to be complete, we used to get Jungle Book as a gift. I still have that Jungle Book with me. Imagine. And I became a die-hard fan of Gold Spot at that time. I was in 7th or 8th standard, something like that. So imagine, that's how they started selling the product. So selling and promoting, that's how they created the need for the product in the minds of the people. Profit was through sales volume, maximum sales volume started happening. Rather, Maggie was given as free samples in schools to the children to promote their sales. And today Maggie is a grocery item. And when Maggie was launched, at that time everybody, they made fun of people. How will children start eating Maggie, or how will they like it? And the Nestle people promised. They said this is going to be one of the days, this is going to be the most important item in the grocery list. And it is today. You're the people who actually love having Maggie. Demand. So it was assumed that the buyer can be, again, limitation out here, buyer can be manipulated, but in long run what matters is customer satisfaction. You can lure customer, yes. In 8th standard, I was die-hard fan of Gold Spot. By 10th standard, it changed to Coca-Cola. By 12th standard, it changed to homemade lemonade. And now I don't drink any kind of carbonated drinks. I just take green tea. So imagine, you can manipulate customer once, but not again and again. People don't buy when they are manipulated too much, right? So selling concept also has a limitation. Now, I said I have started taking green tea. Not that because I'm getting, I'm aging or something like that, and I'm wanting to have green tea. And green tea is a healthy option in comparison to other things. So that idea of healthy option came from where? Customers need, and customers need and customer satisfaction. And when customers need and satisfaction was aimed at, the concept came into existence was marketing. And the starting point was market, because when you manufacture the product, you think of manufacturing the product. First of all, you set a market for it, you identify the target market for it, you identify the customer need for it, you just seek everything. Much before production happens, the market for the product is already ready in the mind of the marketer. So starting point is market, the focus is on customer needs, and when we talk about means, it was integrated marketing, that is 4P's, which we are going to do immediately once we finish this off. We're going to talk about 4P's of marketing: product, price, place, promotion. Product is something which is of value to the people. What you buy is product. Price is the sacrifice you make when you buy that product. So it's revenue for the marketer, for the seller, and for buyer it is a sacrifice. Place is where the goods are available at the right time and right place and right quantity for you. And promotion is the techniques which you use to make inform consumer about the customer about the product and create awareness about the product. So integrated marketing was used out here, and profit was just simply through customer satisfaction. We cannot ignore customer satisfaction. But marketing also came with a limitation. So everything which has goodness has limitation. Limitation was that any activity which satisfies human needs but is detrimental to the interest of the society at large cannot be justified. So customer need and satisfaction cannot be justified if you are ignoring the societal needs. And how societal needs are ignored? Like for example, there was no ban on polythene bags. People were manufacturing and selling things in polythene. So that became detrimental to society. The refrigerators which were available to you did not have 5 stars on it. So more electricity was being consumed. It was detrimental to the society. Anything which does not hold ethical, moral issues, which does not talk about the environment protection, is not good for the society or not for the benefit of the society. And today we know we need to be socially responsible. You have done this already in your chapter 6 of 11th standard, social responsibility and business ethics. Again, so societal marketing concept started from market as well as society. Take care of the society if you want to sell your products. Next, customer needs and society's well-being was what when we talk about the main focus. Means was integrated marketing, that is 4P's we are talking about. 4P's again, product, price, place, promotion, whether it is societal concept or whatever it is. It is to be done through these 4P's. You cannot ignore them, and we're going to talk about it just immediately. I finish this off. We're going to talk about the 4P's. Profit was through customer satisfaction and social welfare. The company or the business firms which talks about the welfare of the society is always preferred and liked by people because they have concern for the society. So, no limitation. This concept has no limitation, and that's how the concepts of the marketing place. So, marketing are placed. Now, which factor are you going to consider out of these? All the factors. You cannot ignore production. You have to do mass scale production by reducing the cost. Vishal Mega Mart did that. They used to sell goods at reasonable price because they believed in that production concept. Product concept. Now product improvement, quality. Samsung is doing it with their phones every day. Right? Then you talk about the selling concept. You talk of any product. Reliance. And you know, I think selling concept and Reliance go hand in hand. Marketing, Apple, customer needs in a different way. When you talk about the societal concept, any company which is manufacturing eco-friendly goods is taking care of the society. Any company which is talking about the ethics and moral values is taking care of the society. And invariably, all companies are doing. Godrej, many other companies are there, Reliance is there. They also take care of the society at large. So, this is what we are talking about when we're talking about the concepts of marketing. Next, we go to marketing mix. Oops, sorry, I'm back with a clear screen rather. Actually, there are a few points which I forgot to tell you with marketing concept. Marketing concept also has pillars of marketing. What are the pillars of marketing? First is identification of the customer need. We identify the customer need. Then we understand the customer need. Then we develop the product according to the customer need. We satisfy the customer need better than the competitor, and we do all this at a profit. These are known as pillars of marketing. Now, there is a question: which name functions or name 2 functions which are pillars of marketing. When we talk about the functions being pillars of marketing, it's packaging and labeling. But when we talk about the pillars of marketing, that is marketing concept. So these are the pillars of marketing concept. First is identification of customer need, understanding of customer need, developing the product according to the customer need, satisfying customer need better than the competitor, and doing this all at a profit. So this also gets included in the marketing concept, which I forgot to tell. And next we're going to continue is with the product and the 4P's and the product. Hi everyone. So marketing mix we are going to talk about. Like I promised you, we're going to talk about the tools of marketing or variables of marketing. What do we mean by marketing mix? Marketing mix means there are some tools or variables which actually help in achieving the objectives of marketing. Now these tools or these variables are basically divided into two: controllable factors and non-controllable factors. Controllable factors are those which can be controlled by the firm. Non-controllable factors are those which cannot be controlled by the firm. So when we talk about the controllable factors, we are talking about the elements of marketing mix, that is 4P's: product, price, place, promotion. But when we are talking about non-controllable factors, we are talking about the factors which are not under the control of the firm, and rather they are beyond the control of the firm, and this we have done already in chapter 3, that is steeple: social, economic, political, legal and technological factors. Of course, pandemic was not in control of the firm. Because of pandemic, many firms, business firms, had to change their marketing strategies, they had to change their way of working. So it was beyond the control. As well as when we talk about the price, place, promotion, what kind of product do we want to launch in the market? What should be the price? That's our choice. What kind of product do we want to launch in the market? That's again our choice. Where do we want to, what will be the channel of distribution? That's our choice. So everything is our choice when we talk about the controllable factors and the non-controllable factors. Let's do the definition first. Marketing mix. Marketing mix is a set of marketing tools that firm uses, of course, to achieve its objectives. The combination of variables chosen by a firm to prepare its market offering is called marketing mix. And the factors affecting marketing mix decision are controllable factors and non-controllable factors. Controllable factors are those factors which can be influenced at the level of firm, so which actually influence the firm, that is 4P's: product, price, place, promotion. This was a board question in 2019. And non-controllable factors are those factors which affect marketing decision but are not controllable at firm's level, that is steeple: social, economic, political, legal and technological. Next we come to the elements of marketing mix. Talking about the elements of marketing mix, the first one is product, second is price. Then given in the book, the fourth important decision is place, though we usually explain it at the third point, as a third point, and last is promotion. So let's start with the product. When we talk about product, we are talking about all the goods and services, the tangible and intangible attributes about a particular offer which we make to the market. Now, when we talk about the product has got three major benefits. What are the three major benefits of product? We call it a bundle of utility. Why? Because a product has a functional benefit, product has a psychological benefit, as well as it has a social benefit. So it is called bundle of utility because it has what kind of benefits? First, it has functional benefit. Second, it has psychological benefit. So when we talk about psychological benefit, I'm writing it out here, and third is social benefit. What exactly are we talking about? All the three benefits when we are trying to cover these. Now, what do we mean by the first one, the functional benefit? Let's suppose take a pen. What's the functional benefit of a pen? We write with the help of a pen. So that's a functional benefit. Psychological benefit, the kind of pen I have, and if I have my own pen, it gives me mental satisfaction and I can do my work with it. So that's a psychological benefit of having a pen. What's a social benefit? If I have a Parker pen, or if I have a Cross pen, if I have a Montblanc pen, then that is called a social. In front of so many people, the kind of pen I'm using is a social benefit. So when we usually buy a product, we buy it with functional benefit. It gives us mental satisfaction because we are talking about the psychological benefit of it also, and in front of a lot of people, in front of society, when we talk about the benefit of the product, we say it's the social benefit given. Like for example, a car, the functional benefit is transportation, psychological benefit is that we own a car, and when we talk about social benefit, when we have a particular kind of a car which is a SUV, or we have a luxury car, that gives us a social benefit. If we have a Porsche or we have a BMW, whatever we talk about, but the basic benefit is functional. Product, the term product also constitutes of product mix, and it also has the product mix. When we talk about, it's a combination of the products, and also when we talk about the product, it has got three decisions. One, it talks about branding. Second, it talks about labeling. Third, it talks about packaging. Branding means what? Branding is a name, term, sign, symbol given to a product. So whatever brand name you give to a product, which can be spoken, or a particular kind of the tagline you have, or a particular kind of logo you have, that's your brand mark, and that's how you define brand as. When you talk about labeling is what? It is there to provide you the information about the product, the content, MRP, who's the manufacturer, where it is being manufactured, etc. When we talk about packaging, we're talking about the wrapper or the container of a product. So first point, product. Product means goods or services or anything of value which is offered for sale. Of course, when we talk about goods and when we talk about services, we are talking about tangible and intangible attributes of the product. Then it is a bundle of utilities. Like I told you, bundle of utilities. It has functional benefit, it has psychological benefit, and it has social benefit. We have just done these three. Then it has product decisions include first branding, second it includes packaging, third includes labeling. And then we talk about the product mix. What is a product mix? It is a combination of all products offered for exchange. So that's what all about product. Okay, next we talk about is price. Now, when we talk about price is a sacrifice for a buyer but revenue for the seller. Of course, it's a regulator of demand and it's a competitive weapon used by the seller. Now, it's for the seller to decide how he wants to launch the product in the market. He has to strategize his pricing strategy. Like for example, he can go in with penetration pricing or he can do price skimming. Penetration pricing is when you launch a product in the market at a very low price just in order to enter the market. Usually toiletries, toilet goods, the toothpaste makers or those who have just come in the market, they come up with this strategy. Price skimming is when you want to capture the top-notch market, very less percentage top-notch market when you come with very high luxury goods and you know that you don't have much of competition. Even if you have, but you know that you're aiming at 10% of the top-notch market. So pricing actually, it affects the demand also. How it affects the demand? If the price is high, demand goes down. If the price is less, the demand goes high. So all this gets affected with the pricing. Now, when we talk about price, we need to be very, very clear that what are we trying to aim at. Let's read through. When a product is bought, when a product is bought, some money is paid for it, and money represents the sum of values that customer exchange for the benefit of having using the product. It is regulator of demand, it is effective competitive weapon, and it is the single most factor affecting revenues and profits of the firm. This was your board question. And also we must know about we should be very, very clear about pricing, that there are some factors which affect pricing, like how do you want to be in the market? Do you want to be a leader in the market, or you just want to now capture the market share? This all detail we'll do when we'll talk about pricing. Next we are going to talk about is place. Now, what do we mean by place? Place in simple terms means that making things available at a right time, in right quantity, at right place. Two decisions which we need to keep in mind while talking about place is physical distribution and channel of distribution. Physical distribution means movement of goods from the place of production to the place of consumption. When we talk about the channel of distribution, we are talking about the wholesalers, the retailers, that is the distributors, who are going to make this possible. That is, they are going to make the goods reach the customer, that part of it possible. So let's read through. Place is fourth most important decision and is also called physical distribution. It is concerned with making the goods and services available at the right place, right time, so that people can purchase the same in right quantity. It includes two important decisions, channel of distribution and physical movement of goods and services. So that's about place. Next we talk about is promotion. So when we talk about promotion, what exactly do we mean by promotion? See, if a person or if a seller launches a product in the market and customers have no information about it, that particular product, what is going to happen? The product is not going to be sold in the market. So it's very important to communicate to the customer as well as inform him that this product has been launched in the market. When my son was 3 years old, he would, not even 3, I think he was 1.5 years old, and he used to avoid brushing his teeth because he used to find the Colgate toothpaste had too much of michi in it. Michi means that chili, that mint flavor was not actually liked by him. So one of my friends, she came from abroad and she had got him a gift generally I was discussing with her, she got him a gift, she got him a chocolate flavor toothpaste. And after that, I tried searching for chocolate flavored toothpaste, and you would not believe, I asked many distributors. I came to know that from Delhi, INA market, the imported chocolate flavored toothpaste was available. I made that chocolate flavored toothpaste available here in Ludhiana at that time. And after some time, Colgate eventually launched bubblegum flavor and chocolate flavor for the children. So ultimately, see, my plea was heard, but then after some time, but meanwhile, there was lack of information. We did not know that that chocolate toothpaste was launched by Colgate and it was available in the market. So that they were lacking in their marketing technique. They were lacking in promoting the product. So what do we mean by promotion? The information and communication reaching the customer. Promotion refers to use of communication with twin objectives of informing the potential customer about the product and persuading them to buy it. It includes activities that communicate about availability, feature, merits of the product to persuade customers to buy it. And you will not believe, I started recommending every second person that you must buy chocolate flavored toothpaste if you want your kids to learn how to brush their teeth every day, or every day in a day 2 times, or just to have that kind of health hygiene. So imagine a recommendation being given. Why? Because ultimately I became an informed customer. Now, the communication tools used are advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, public relation, and publicity. What do we mean by advertising? You have heard so many jingles, you've heard so many advertisements on the television. Of course, we have our sponsor, but he's not personally out there. He pays for the particular advertisement and he wants to promote his product. Personal selling is door-to-door selling. When we talk about sales promotion, they give you offers, buy one get one free. When they want to improve the image of their product, they do public relation. And when they want to talk about non-paid kind of information reaching the people, it is publicity. And you've heard about publicity going on with the movies a lot. So that's how they try to promote their product. They try to promote their movies rather by giving false or right publicity. Do not know, but yes, publicity. So that's all about promotion. Now, why we did this all complete thing together? Because this usually comes as a 6 marks question, and this much of information for 6 marks is more than sufficient. Once you actually come to know about all these branding, packaging, labeling, you can write definitions. If you feel like, you can write some definitions out here also, but this is more than sufficient information which can be given for 6 marks question. So that's about marketing mix. Next we go on to the product decisions, and that are branding, packaging, and labeling. So we'll start with product in next video.